I have a lot of stuff I'm trying to make. Whether that's writing on Twitter, writing a story, writing a movie, whether that's making films for YouTube, whether that's making talking head videos like this, whether that's drawing or painting, it doesn't really matter. Money, I want to make that too. But there's so many things to be made, right? So many things to be created. And I have such little time. But the problem really isn't time, because we all have the same amount of time, and there are people who have the same amount of time I do and do the things I want to do. Probably. The problem is attention. And so, this video is a small segue and a beginning of chipping away at a larger question. And that larger question will be starting to be answered on Friday. I'll tell you more about that later. So, this video, how to make more stuff when your attention is being fought for, is for people who want to create more things, who want to draw, who want to dance, who want to write stories, who want to post to social media, people who want to make stuff, who want to put things into the world. But you struggle because maybe you don't have as much time as you'd like because you have a job, you have other responsibilities, or maybe you feel like your brain is fried like mine because of content and social media. You know, there's many reasons. But if you want to make more things and you struggle with making more things and productivity, hopefully this video can help you out. Over the past week or so, I've been posting YouTube videos every day. I've been posting to Twitter 3 times a day. And although it's been like a challenge showing up consistently, it hasn't been very difficult for me. And I think that's because over the past 6 months or so, I've been able to consistently come back and learn new things about myself that help me when it comes to showing up consistently. And now I feel confident in myself that I'll just be able to keep going. And honestly, I have the drive to keep going too. So I want to give you 4 things that will help you in terms of showing up more consistently and being more productive. Number 1 is daily checks. It's basically having the thing in your face as much as possible. And what you do by this, a way to represent this is a habit tracker. So you can have like a physical habit tracker on a piece of paper, you write it down, maybe it's in a journal, or maybe you just stick it up a piece of paper on your wall, and you look at that every day, you have your habits on there, and you check it off. I've done that. Those have helped me a lot. You can also have an app. There's certain apps where you can track your habits. Or if you want to be like me, you can just go in your notes app, and you can create what I like to call my daily disciplines. And it's basically just the notes of all the things that I want to complete in a day. And it's based off of my goals. So we have my spirituality lists, my art list, my fitness list, and my business list. And it's just all the tasks that I want to check off in a given day. And then I screenshot that at the end of the day, and I keep them in an album here. I've been keeping track of that for the past couple of days. I gotta update that. I think I've been missing 2 days from there. I'm doing that for the past 4 days or so. And the daily checks really help keep you accountable, but they also just help remind you. If you're like me and you just forget stuff, you know it's important, but it just slips your mind because you're just doing whatever, or maybe you're fucking around, you're watching YouTube videos when you shouldn't be, like I do all the time. It'd be like that, no judgment. So the daily checks help a lot. Number 2, create as early as possible in the day. So typically, I like to get up and I like to get my tweets done and my YouTube video done as early as possible. Now today is not a good example of that because it's currently 9:56 p.m. because I've been coping all day. So it goes like that. But that's gonna be another part in this video when I talk about later, like showing up consistently. But creating as early as possible in the day is very good because when you wake up, your mind is fresh and you have the ideas flowing, you have the energy to execute on stuff. So if as early as possible you make things a priority, if you do the things as early as possible, if you want to make something a priority, like writing, like making YouTube videos, like your art or business tasks, you want to do them as early as possible in the day because that's when your brain is the freshest, when you have the most mental bandwidth, and that's when I just hit my knee. That's when you have the most mental bandwidth, and that's when you'll feel the most fresh. Creating as early as possible is good because once you finish off your priority tasks, you're good. Check those boxes off, and you feel good for the rest of the day. You can take the rest of the day off or do what you gotta do, maybe go to your day job, but you feel good knowing that you moved your levers that you had to move. So create as early as possible in the day. Number 3, allow inspiration to move you when it hits. Now this is big. For me, I basically always have this thing on me most of the time, and obviously I always have my phone on me. This right here, this is a note-taking app called Obsidian, and it's my favorite note-taking app because you can actually, I'll show you. Let me show you the tab for Road to Renaissance episode 1. So you can have notes that link to each other. So you see this note has like these purple underlines in them. If I clicked on this one, let's say this top one, which is the schedule for Road to Renaissance, I click on that, and then it takes me to another one, which has all the dates for the episodes that I want to release. And then I'm going to have like the dates and the titles and ideas for the episodes here. And then I can go back by clicking this little arrow here. Boom, I'm back here. And if I want, I can go to the edit log from here. Boom, and I got my edit log. It's lit. So Obsidian basically just allows you to connect notes, which allow you to string ideas together or to have projects with multiple ideas, stuff like that. You don't need to use Obsidian. You can just use iPhone Notes. I use iPhone Notes all the time. But when something comes to you, put it down in your notes. Either whip out your phone or write it down physically. But you want to capture these things. You want to capture your ideas, whether they're artistic ideas, business ideas, maybe they're like a thought, something that came to you, maybe like something philosophical that you want to share, or something that you heard and it hit for you and you maybe want to share it on Twitter, share your thoughts on it. All these things are valuable because brain are for having ideas, not holding them. And so the more we let these ideas like slip away from us, the less we'll have to play with in terms of creating or building off of those ideas and making them our own. So capture your ideas, allow the inspiration to hit when it hits. When it does, get it down. And final one is showing up consistently. Oh yeah, showing up even when inspiration isn't there. So showing up is important, especially when you don't feel inspired, especially when you don't feel like it. Because if you only showed up when you felt like it or when you were inspired, you wouldn't make it. All right? Art and business, like this isn't. If you want to be good at this, if you want to really have this be your thing, you're not gonna get anywhere by just moving when your heart tells you to. Nah, you gotta show up consistently, and maybe that doesn't mean every day, but whatever consistently looks like for you, you have to stick to that. And so for me, like I do show up every day for certain things. For my Twitter, I show up and post 3 times every day. For my YouTube, I show up and post a talking head every day. For my show that I'm gonna be making, Road to Renaissance, I want to show up and make a video on that, or an episode every week. And these are things that matter to me, and so I want to prioritize them, and I want to move those levers. I want to consistently do those, and there are going to be points where I don't feel like it. This is going to be a point I'm hitting on, especially over the first probably like 2 to 4 weeks of Road to Renaissance. I'm going to be going through the artist way, and showing up every day and doing the morning pages, like, I'm not excited about that. It's always been hard for me when I've done it and I've gone to it. But I'm going to have a mindset. I know I can conquer this. I know I can show up consistently every day. I know it's good for me and I want to do it. So I'm going to do it and I'm going to show up. And it's going to be hard and there's going to be moments where I'm coping and I'm not going to want to do it. Those are the times I especially got to do it. Because Julia Cameron said it in her, but I don't remember exactly how she said it. I'm paraphrasing. But those times where you don't feel like doing it, those are the especially good times. That's the moat. When you're in the moat, when you're in the water and it sucks and you're crossing through and you think you want to turn back and you're thinking about going back, but you keep pushing forward, you stay forward. And once you've crossed that moat, you've gained experience. You're on to the next level. You're better. You've grown now. And that is what I'm looking for. I'm looking to evolve. I'm looking to get to the next level. My next level of my creativity, my artist journey, my entrepreneur journey. I want to be the best creator I can be. And that means showing up even when I don't feel like it. So, I hope any of those habits and those mindsets could help you out. Having a daily habit tracker, something that's in your face that you can see consistently. Getting up and creating as early as possible in the day, even if that means waking up earlier, going to bed earlier. Allowing inspiration to move you and jotting things down when they hit you. Making sure you have a note open consistently, or maybe you start carrying a pocket journal. And then showing up consistently, even when you don't feel like it, even when the inspiration isn't there. These are the 4 things that are going to help you create more, even when your attention is being fought for by technology, by your parents, by school, by your friends, by all this stuff. So, hope this video has helped you out a bit. If it has, I'd appreciate dropping a sub. If you're interested in living a more purposeful, creative, and productive life, and you need some help, you want some accountability with that, you want someone to lean on, someone who can help you create a game plan to figure out what you want to do, help you do it, and help you share it with the world, I'd love to be your guy. That top link in the description is my one-to-one creativity coaching. Come sign up for a call, let's talk it up. Let's see if it would be a good fit for each other. Besides that, I'll see you in the next vid. Dubs out.